Hello and welcome to Alpha Corset Cube. So there's a couple things that are awesome going on here. First of all, Corset Cube is one of my favorite cubes of all time. I think this is the Alpha Corset Cube because it goes all the way back. So there's probably some awesome things going on here. And then second of all, I just love old cards. So like this cube was built for me basically. There's a Temple Bell, which is one of my all-time favorite cards ever. It's just so many cool things are going on here. I haven't looked at the cube list at all. I'm going in completely blind. I kind of want to just take Temple Bell. I mean, seeing this tells me there's something funky going on, and I'm down to do some funky things. Normally with Temple Bell, I would expect like Mind Over Matter. I think that is in a core set. Things like that to go infinite, and then, well, that doesn't quite go infinite. You could deck both people with it, but usually any cube that's running this, I'm on board with. We could Sculpting steal our Temple Bell. I could take Force Spike. I think in a cube that is this clunky, Force Spike is going to be quite strong. So I could see just taking that for a bit of early interaction. Voracious Hydra's fine. Windborne Muse, protecting yourself from damage seems good. Honestly, Vivian Reed seems absurd as well. But I think the cheap interaction in a cube that most core sets are based around, you know, clunky 3, 4, 5 drops. Like even Temple Bell is pretty clunky. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying I enjoy it. And that's why I play Magic. It's fun. I enjoy playing it, so I'm just going to take the cards that are fun for me and probably win with them. That's at least the game plan. Okay, I'm seeing some weird stuff now. We could take Palladium Mirror. Agent of Treachery is like a really good late game play. Unsubstantiate is like really sad remand. I could take Languish to try and stay alive. I guess there's a lot of Wrath effects in the earlier core sets, so maybe moving into the white ones instead of the black could be better. What else do we have? Not a whole lot else. I mean, I feel like we're just going to be going for finishers, and Agent of Treachery stealing like a Sun Titan or whatever is probably where I want to be. Rupture Spire, I mean, let's be real. This is probably what I'm going for. Sleight of Hand is good too. Chasm Skulker is sweet, but we're probably going to need some mana fixing given my track record with core set cube or just cubes in general. Wow, I had one heck of an experience seeing this pack. I saw Sky Diamond, thought it was Mock Sapphire, and then I was like, it is Alpha or whatever. And then I realized it's still probably pretty good, so I'm just going to take it. So I was like, super excited, then disappointed. Now I'm re-excited. Because, like, honestly, this is going to be, given what I'm seeing of this cube, this will probably be about as good. Well, okay, not nearly as close to as good as Mock Sapphire, but, like, close, because a lot of the plays seem to be at 3 and 4. And if you're, you know, there aren't too many 2 drops, so you're just going to spend your 2 mana, your turn 2 playing this anyway. Then it's not a big deal. All right, there's a mosquito going around here. That's my throat like gave out. I don't know if you heard that. It's because I'm like scared to breathe in this mosquito. So Arizona got way more rain than it has gotten. I don't even know in the last like many months. After last year, we got basically no rain. And the bugs are just going crazy. There's Palo Verde beetles all over, like everywhere. They were like in the grocery store just crawling around, and then those are like eating the mosquitoes, so there's just like a bajillion mosquitoes. It's wild. Anyway, that's what's happening over here. I could take Sphinx of Uthun. I could also take Elvish Rejuvenator to help with the acceleration, but I'm just gonna hope that Big Blue is a deck, and then we're just gonna figure out how to get there later on. Pulse of Marasa might just be what I need. I do like Arcanus the Omnipotent. Oh, there's gotta be Mind Over Matter. We're just planning for that. Cavalier of Gales, yes. Brainstorm Horse, I like it. Yeah, Brainstorm Horse. So we have 7 drops, 5 drops, and 6 drops. Pretty much all of the things you would need. Quicken so that we can Force Spike on their turn. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I'll take Yavimaya Coast before I take any of these green cards, but it looks like we're going to be either mono blue or blue and then splashing red for like lightning bolts, because right now my early game is it's definitely something. I don't know how viable like wait until turn 7 is. If it is viable, then we're in business. We're just gonna run like 20 land Sphinx of Uthun. If it's not viable, then we have some things to catch up on. Huh. Alright, I'll take the Cutthroat, I guess. If we end up with a lot of counterspells, maybe I could see playing this, and honestly, it's just a 2/2 that trades for stuff. Ooh, Obstinate Baloth? Yes. That is the type of card we're looking for to help us bridge the gap, right? They're like, oh, I'm gonna play red creatures, and then you're just like, raw, this dude. And then after him, you can like Cavalier of Gales and all the stuff that you need. Honestly, Mishra's Factory is pretty good at that too. It blocks as a 3/3 if you can wait a turn, because you make it a 2/2 and then it can buff itself. So that honestly does a pretty good job at holding down the fort too, at least for a couple turns. I guess I'm not going to be playing a lot of swamps, but I'm probably not playing this either. Oh, the boar. This is one of my favorite cards from that core set. That card's sweet. They have Soren Markov. This is one of my favorite planeswalkers. Oh, and it's the full combo. Soren's Vengeance is one of my all-time favorite cards. I know it's not great, but if you can twin cast it, it's amazing. If you can do it with Soren, it's amazing. Oh man, I'm going to be playing a lot of this cube. I love this. Blood of Tears. Return all non-land permanents to the owner's hands. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents, you can only put 1 permanent into play. I'm going to take Solemn first. I think Solemn solves a lot of problems that my deck is currently having, so we can go for that. Ooh, I do love a Thopter Spine Network. I have a couple artifacts to go with it. So I do have things that can trigger this. And it just gives you like infinite value. We could even maybe hope to wheel the Warhammer, but I really want to cut blue hard because, well, first of all, if Mind Over Matter is in this cube with combos, I love that deck and that archetype. So I'm going to go for that first. If it's not in the cube, then we got to figure something else out. But Mind Over Matter, for those who don't know, it's like a 6 mana enchantment that has 4 blue in its casting cost. And it says discard a card, tap or untap target permanent. So with Temple Bell, if you have more cards in deck than they do, you can just, each player draws a card, you just deck both of you out. Because you draw one, discard it, and then you draw another one, discard it, and you just keep going. With Arcanist, you trade 1 for 3, so you can get like a bunch of mana and cards. There's a bunch you can like tap your opponent down. There's a lot of cool things you can do. Well, there's a Chromatic Orrery if I need even more stuff. Disciple of the Ring can counter stuff, buff it, tap or untap creatures. That's okay, I guess. Shipwreck Dowser is kind of cool. Get back instant or sorceries. Honestly, we don't have too much to go alongside that. You know what we're taking. It's the 7-drop. Of course. Ooh, Aether Spouts. Aether Spouts is good. Jace Balerion is pretty good. Flames of the Firebrand might be the card we're trying to pick up here. Or Fog, honestly. Like, Fog could be good. We do have Obstinate Baloth and Yavimaya Coast, so green is a lot easier to splash. I'm taking Jace. One of those will come around, right? Boomerang is good. Unsummon's good. Crypt Rats is going to be hard to make work, but that doesn't mean we can't do it. Actually, ooh, Gift of Paradise. Yes, that is what we need. We're in blue-green ramp. Palaka Worm. As long as you return, this spell costs 4 less to cast. End the turn. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Palaka Worm here. 7 drops on curve is really, really what we're trying to get to. Whirling Dervish is a sweet card. Dungeon Geist is probably what we need to stay alive. It's big, holds down things, and then there's Satyr Wayfinder, which is fine, but we'll take the Geists. Blue-white, ooh, Wrath of God. I guess I have to take the fixing before I take the Wrath. There's our Soren, Blood of Tears, and whatnot. Return all non-land permanents. Alright. I'm on board. Everything costs 7 in my deck anyway, so basically we're just going to use this as like a board wipe. And then if I happen to have a bunch of stuff, I can like Flood of Tears into Chromatic Orrery or something sweet like that. Use this as a really bad Dark Ritual. I feel like I'm getting what this cube is about. But we'll see what the mono 7-drop deck does. I do like Hornet's Nest. Lore Scale Coatl is also good, but I feel like this, you just play this and then you're set up to like, they don't want to attack into it. Because a lot of the problems with like 0 power defenders is your opponent, if they have 2 2/2s, they just swing in. You're like, I guess I don't block. Or like, I block 1, I still take damage. With this, they don't really want to attack with either of them. So that's kind of cool. Joriel, Fully Recluse. Have Jace, Temple Bell, Thopter Spy Network. We'll try it. I mean, on her own, she also can buff all of her creatures' power toughness equal to the number of cards in hand. So if we do start going off with Arcanist or something, we can go deep. All of this requires a ton of mana, of which I do not have enough currently, but that's what the future is for. We have Flinthoof Bar and the Automaton. Okay. Honestly, Aether Spouts. That's just such a sweet magic card. Now we don't necessarily need a board wipe. I mean, having one more would be good, but like you don't really need a board wipe for the mid to late game when you have Aether Spouts, Blood of Tears, and then you just play like Palaka Worm, Agent of Treachery. Giant Growth. I think Exile, I guess. I don't know if I'm playing it, but I do have Glacial Fortress, Rupture Spire now, and then Solemn Gift of Paradise. So if I end up with like some other blue or white cards that are calling my name, then I could see it. But 3 mana is a lot. Oh, you do gain life. In this cube, this is going to be like 3 mana, exile a 4-drop, gain 4 life, and that seems fairly decent. I mean, it'd be good against my deck, that's for sure. Discontinuity. I think I'm just going to take Ulcerate. Probably not play it, but we do have Chromatic Orrery. And Terror. Okay, well, we could move into black. I mean, the green that I have is just fine. Oh, Tropical Island. That's that feels very out of place in this cube, but I'm on board with it. We just have to take that so we can cast our spells. Maybe we wheel Underground River too. But now our green is decent. Getting these black cards into our deck would help tremendously. So I'm going to move them over here. Right now I just have the Rupture Spire, really. And right now this card is not very good. Like, yes, it fixes our mana, but when you hit 7 mana, you don't really want to be fixing mana. You want to be doing other things. Oh man, Bribery? That's... I mean, I'm going to take it, but that's kind of boring. I just don't like this card. It's probably worse in this cube than Vintage Cube because, like, this cube's even clunkier, so just the 5 mana Bribery, get like a 7/7 is probably good. But I guess we'll see. I really need, like... I know I passed a Marble Diamond, but I need, like, one more Sky Diamond-like effect. You may have this enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact, except it's an enchantment in addition to its types. Interesting. Like Claustrophobia. I guess I'll take that. Spellblast is really bad because it's a lot different than Syncopate. So Syncopate, you can hold up 2 mana and counter anything. Spellblast, you have to hold up mana equal to the cost of their spell, and that's just a lot. That's a lot of mana. Preordained versus Gilded Lotus. This definitely feels like a Gilded Lotus deck. This also feels like a deck that could benefit from Preordained because it's so sketchy. But we're here. We're here to do some things. We got the Brick Curve, all of the same mana costs. At that point, maybe I could run Exile. The problem with Chromatic Orrery is that I don't really have that many cards that are of colors aside from blue and green. Like, if I could tap this to reliably draw more than one card, I would. But most of the time, this is going to draw one card. And, like, at best, it's going to be 2. And that's not great. What do we have here? We have There's the Lost But Seeking. She can help us quite a bit in terms of ramping. We would want to play a pretty substantial land count. Otherwise, there's just Exclusion Mage to make sure we don't die right away. Probably Exclusion Mage is better. There's also Cone of Flame, which is kind of like an awesome card, but let's take the Mage. Jace's Mindseeker. Each opponent mills 5 cards. You may cast an instant or sorcery among them without paying its mana cost. There's that. There's Teferi, but I'm just going to take Sylvan Library. This is really good at helping us, like, curve out. Because one problem I could see us having is either drawing too much ramp or, like, not having land drops. And Sylvan Library solves both of those problems at 2 mana. And it gives you card advantage. So it's just the perfect thing. Cards I'm looking to cut. This Cutthroat is pretty bad. Temple Bell didn't really get there. Although, honestly, giving my opponent cards when I'm, like, doing stuff could be good. But I didn't really see many combos with Temple Bell. Arcanus is a little bit awkward, so I could see cutting him. Same with Flood of Tears. And then Exile. Something like that could make sense. Negate and Day of Judgment. Uh-oh. If I take Day of Judgment, I can cut these black cards and just move straight into white. Yes, that seems good. Alright, now we're playing Exile, Day of Judgment, and given that, I'm definitely not playing Flood of Tears, but I may move back onto Temple Bell because I need to draw into my Day of Judgment, and then we just win off Thopter Spine Network. I guess I have... We'll see. I really love Temple Bell. Ooh, Temple Bell and Howling Mine. Now we're talking. I mean, the problem is I'm just going to deck myself. I'm not really comboing with anything, so we'll take a Mystifying Maze. Although the problem is this, like, removes the creature. I'm going to take Disperse. Just some cheap interaction. Cancel Fire Diamond. This deck definitely wants Fire Diamond. It's colorless ramp, but that's perfect. Regrowth. I'll take a Spell Blast for like when I really need it. Aether Adept, Stonehorn Dignitary, Chastise, Destroy Target Attacking Creature. Yeah, let's take that one. Okay, we're in white. Getting rid of the Orrery, and I guess I may just have to play Arcanus. I don't want to play the Cutthroat, it's pretty awkward. And right now I'm playing 29, so I get to make quite a few cuts. Chastise, Arcanus. I could see cutting Disperse, actually. Joriel Temple Bell is a thing. Archaeomancer, I'll slide that in, probably. Ooh, I like Jace's Mindseeker. 6 mana, 4/4 flying is very good. Plus it, like, you know, casts a spell for you. When Blinding Angel deals combat damage to a player, that player skips their next combat phase. So if you just get this unchecked, you can just go off. That's awesome. Okay, 27. I'm going to keep Hornet's Nest for the sideboard, most likely. Yeah, I think we cut Temple Bell, and with Joriel, we have Jace Beleren, Thopter, Spy Network. Is that enough? Probably not. And we want to run 17 lands in this deck for sure. Maybe 18. So I need to make at least one more cut. Maybe Regrowth. Like, we want proactive things. I think I like Mishra's Factory because of Thopter Spy Network. And Eat 2/2. Something like that feels correct. Maybe I get rid of this Exile and that just lets me run another mana source. Because 18 land feels like where I need to be when my curve like is centered around 4 and 5. Alright, we're gonna try the deck like that. See you guys round 1. Actually, I need one more planes. If I want to... How do I get planes? Add basic lands, there we go. If I want to be able to cast Day of Judgment like before turn 10, we need a planes here. Alright, perfect deck. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against ML Cool G. They told us good luck, have fun. What a good person. It doesn't really matter that much. The whole point of Magic that I enjoyed playing the most, you know, pre-pandemic or whatever, is like the personal interaction. And it's just so hard, so rare to get that on Magic Online. We are going to lead with Mishra's Factory. I think we have a pretty good hand, actually. Our opponent also mulliganed to 5, but they do have Birds of Paradise. So I'm going into this assuming that this cube is like not super powerful. So I could definitely see myself just getting completely steamrolled if, you know, they go like Birds of Paradise into Tireless Tracker or whatever. But if they're just doing Imposing Sovereign, that's fine. And we draw Gilded Lotus. Perfect. We could also get them with the Mishra's Factory block. The downside is if they have Giant Growth. That's actually not so good for us. We'll see if they have it figured out, though. Okay. Look at that. Mishra's Factory, gaining 2 life. Ooh. Opponent is doing some things. So I can play Jace and Uptick. They have 1 card in hand. Could also play Jace and Downtick. We're definitely playing Jace. I think I like Upticking because oh yeah. I'm flooding, so like, you know, he's going to take 4 and go to 1. And then he's gaining me a bunch of life. The longer this game goes on, the better it is for me. So this feels close to correct. Okay. That's potentially a problem because now they can use Master of the Wild Hunt. Oh, they're just ignoring Jace. Okay, that's quite a bit better for me, actually. So now I can draw. They're going all in. We're just going to hit him with Aether Spouts. Go Plains. Dungeon Geists, the Master of the Wild Hunt. They're going to make a wolf. If I don't do this, then they would be able to just hold up Master of the Wild Hunt with the wolves and like kill my dungeon guys till the Mistress Factory or whatever. The downside of doing this is they don't attack with Master of the Wild Hunt into Aether Spouts. So like I'm gonna just have, you know, leftover dealing with 2/2 wolves every single turn. Ooh, they have the library. As long as they don't kill Jace. They probably should now. Yeah, goodbye, Jace. You did good stuff. Quicken for a fast Aether Spouts, you say? Let's just play Gilded Lotus. And we can save Quicken for their turn. And then just hope that They deploy a bunch of things, right? They're likely to pay a bunch of life into Sylvan Library, and they're also likely to swing out with a bunch of things into Dungeon Geists. By playing Gilded Lotus, we set ourselves up just to be able to cast anything we top deck, and then, you know, if we can hold them off with Aether Spells, maybe we bait them by playing Claustrophobia. There could be a world where, you know, we get Aether Spouts to just kill all of their wolves and are pretty strong at that point. Also, Quickened Day of Judgment, you know, if we can draw that would be good. But I think I'm likely to, well, I have so much mana, I don't know. I'm probably likely to just cast Quicken here. And the reason for not playing Claustrophobia is we're hoping to play that post Aether Spouts. If we keep a creature tapped down, then they're not going to attack into an Aether Spouts. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a pretty good card. At least they're going to attack with it, so it is going to go on top of their library. Guide Diamond. So I guess we tap this for, well, let's just cast Quicken and see what we draw. Illusion Mage, I actually don't really want to play. Let's play Forest. Then play Sky Diamond. Then just go for a giant Aether Spouts. Because this feels like right-click attack all territory. And if they have Nature's Claim, you know, they have Nature's Claim, I guess. Not paying life is wild. Okay. Okay. If they kill this, they're a master. They're not a master. Oh, interesting. I guess they can kill my Mishra's Factory if I do this. Let's just take the damage. And they don't even have the mana to make a beast. Now they kill that. Okay. Not too bad. Gift of Paradise. We can Gift of Paradise this Plains. Gain some life. Then play another Plains. Pass turn. I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be playing around Aether Spouts this hard. This feels like right-click attack all territory to me. But now, if they just attack with Soul of Zendikar, I can double block. So that's not so bad. But I'm expecting just attack with everything. Oh, if they had gotten Birds of Paradise in the red zone, that would have been sick. Alright, so let's go blue, this. Aether Spouts. Oh, that's so good. Oh, and they didn't even make a beast. I love it. So I can see in the game log they're putting Solemn. Oh, Soul of Zendikar, then Solemn, then Imposing Sovereign, and then both wolf tokens. Okay, Blinding Angel I don't care about too much. Land of Worlds is also not a big deal. So we're like fully stabilized here. We're drawing lands, but as soon as we can draw a non-land card. So I think I'm going to want to Exclusion Mage the big guy. What happens this turn? They can't really attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can't really attack. So let's just wait. I'm holding Exclusion Mage because I would like to keep this for post Wrath of God whenever I draw that. Okay, and they paid 4. So now we're set up to like steal a game where we just Claustrophobia the Blinding Angel. They play that. We're going to bounce that to hand. They draw Imposing Sovereign. Oh, I guess they put Solemn on top. Okay. Look at this Dungeon Geist go. Okay, that's a lot of land. So let's not do that. Let's Exclusion Mage the Soul of Zendikar. Somehow my opponent has only drawn 6 lands. That's crazy. Bounce this guy. We're playing really annoyingly, and I apologize for that. But like when you're this, you know, low on spells, you kind of have to. The good news is our deck is full of 7 drops. But we'll see. So they drew... We know their hand now. It's Soul of Zendikar. This is weird. That's a weird attack if they're doing that. Okay. Their hand is Soul of Zendikar, Solemn Simulacrum. And they can only cast one of the 2. Okay. That's a lot. Unfortunately, we do have to use Claustrophobia on this. And then pass turn. Their attacks are not great this turn, but next turn they're going to get really good. In fact, like they might just have lethal next turn if they just make Soul of Zendikar tokens. Right? They hit a land, they play it, they make 2 tokens. Okay, they don't do that. Oh, I guess they just play Solemn into a token, and then I'm like, just dead. Yeah. Okay. All right, deck. We need something. That's pretty good. Huh. That's actually pretty funny. I I just claustrophobia the Soul of Zendikar, but they don't have any way to. Oh, I guess they have Birds of Paradise to block the Blinding Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Let's steal the tapped Soul of Zendikar and start making beasts. Do I want to do that? If I steal Blinding Angel, then I also need to find a removal for Birds of Paradise in that situation. But if I can remove Birds of Paradise, then Blinding Angel kind of just wins. I'm going to steal this guy. It hurts me, but I need blockers. I don't know. The 2/4 could also block a 3/3 beast, but we just, I guess, have to plan as though we're going to have answers to these things. They make a wolf. I guess I need to draw another green source to be able to make double 3/3s every turn. Well, on one hand, I like to see them not paying life. Oh no. So they just attack with Blinding Angel? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something. Fairly good. Pretty good top deck. So I just have to chump block here. Oh, and then Master of the Wild Hunt untaps. I need to draw Wrath of God this turn, I guess. Let's make a beast. Alright. Day of Judgment, Wrath of God, whatever you are. Opter Spy Network. So I'm just dead. Not gonna waste anybody's time. They're playing a lot of 2/2s. I have my own Blinding Angel, which seems just insane against them. Although, oh, Chastise. Oh, Exile. Actually, a lot of these seem good. Let's do that. Arcanus the Omnipotent also seems fairly strong against them. Bribery seems pretty good. Obstinate Baloth. Honestly, is just fine. I'm looking for more like card advantage type things, so I think I'm okay without the Baloth. It also makes my mana a lot easier. I can probably cut a forest for... Actually, let's just run 17 land. Let's just do that. I have double diamonds. We're gonna be fine. Alright. Going first. Yeah. There's the Day of Judgment. And I believe my opponent did mulligan to 5 last game. But, like, you compare that to drawing too many lands, it's kind of similar. At least in the long run. This is a deck that it's fine to mulligan against because I'm not going to win very quickly. They kept 7. Alright. We're going Plains, Sky Diamond. Ooh. Kind of excited to see the thing. Alright, Agent of Treachery is pretty good too. So we're just going to wait as long as possible to Day of Judgment. We may use Exclusion Mage to, like, make it... don't like that. I do like Jace, so let's play an uptick Jace. This kind of encourages them to like play a bunch of creatures onto the board and then I can Wrath, or I can Exclusion Mage, bounce the Thrashing Bronzodon. Like, there's a lot of things I can do. But my main game plan right now is to hope that they play like 2 more creatures and then I just kill everything and then Jace stays on an empty board at 5 like loyalty. Rejuvenator, okay. Alright, given the way things are currently looking, I'm just going to Exclusion Mage the Bronzodon and then Wrath. Wow, they never care about Jace. I don't know if I agree with their decisions, but it is what it is. Oh, that's gotta be better, right? Yeah. Bribery you. Woodland Bellower. So they have the 6-drop in hand. This is actually a pretty bad thing. Mitotic Slime Dies create 2 oozes. When they die, create 2 1/1s. Okay. Nissa Vastwood Seer gets me a forest. Solemn's pretty good. Sublime Archangel is just gonna trade. Do I have green creature card? Honestly, I'm just gonna get the slime. That works really well with Wraths. Like if I Day of Judgment, I get 2 2/2s and then it's fine. But now we know they have the 6-drop that makes beasts. I could just plan to steal that with Agent of Treachery. I may not even need to Wrath here. Yeah, they play that, we bounce it. Ooh, there we go. It's almost like when we draw lands, our deck does things. Or when we draw spells, I mean. Claustrophobia. So we're going to bounce their guy. Play this tapped. A1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn, if we hit a land, we can Agent of Treachery or Sphinx. Yep, Soul of Zendikar. And a Birds. I'm very tempted to Wrath right now. They only have 3 cards in hand. But this seems better. Let's draw a card. Play land, just steal their best thing. And at this point, do I want to attack with a slime? Yeah, that seems alright. Thragtusk. Alright, so that could be a good target for Claustrophobia, or, you know, anything else really. Sylvan Library. Arbor Elf. Ooh, wait, Gift of Paradise means that next turn we can play Palaka So let's draw. Gift of Paradise means that this turn I can play Palaka I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to cost 3 down to 4, 5, 6. So actually I cannot do that. But I can attack with the Soul of Zendikar here. Because I do need to pressure their life total because of Sylvan Library. Okay, they just take it. Gift of Paradise, the island. I'm very tempted to just cast Day of Judgment right now. What would happen? They would be left with a 3/3, and I would be left with 2 2/2s, but they would lose like all of their mana production. I think I wait 1 turn. Yeah, I don't care that much. I want them to like pay life into Sylvan Library, put creatures into play, and then I kill those. And they're scared of Aether Spouts too, so I don't think they're going to make too big of an attack. Okay, Woodland Bellower. Yeah, that's definitely dying. Okay, we're going to get a really nice Wrath here. Actually, River Boa. River Boa is tricky. Oh, please tap out. That would be incredible. Oh my gosh. Are you... Unless they didn't play land this turn, but if they're tapping out, that would be amazing. Okay, they did... Okay. Now, actually, things get a little bit worse for us. Oh, they made a beast, though. I love it. Alright, we want to see Thragtusk attack. Okay, or no attack is fine. I could make a beast. Maybe I don't want a Wrath. I could just make a bunch of beasts. Ooh, Jace's Mindseeker. Maybe I don't need to do anything. The beasts are pretty good. Let's trade in Jace. The flying creature is going to be so good. We're just going to swing out. Except for the slime. Tech them with everything. I wonder if I could have convinced them if I attacked differently to block with Riverbow and regenerate. Like if I hold back Exclusion Mage or Agent of Treachery. But this swing out basically tells them that, oh, okay. Never mind. This is working really well. You love to see it. You love to see it. Then we Wrath. Get our slimes. Play this giant 4/4 flyer. What do you have? Where are the exiled cards? Oh, it's milled. Well, we got rid of their flyer, so that's fine. Oh, they hit a Bayou. Okay. So I think we're gonna like Sphinx of Uthun into Claustrophobia. Oh, Arcanus is really good too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Claustrophobia this. And then I guess just swing out at my opponent. Yeah, okay. They've had enough. So now they know about all of my removal, but it's hard to play around both Aether Smelt and Day of Judgment. And this hand looks good. Oh, we got that Force Spike finally. I know it's going to be good. And our opponent mulliganed and doesn't have a 1-drop? Yes. So we're probably just going to end up holding Sky Diamond in hand. I will Force Spike Lord Lieutenant. It's buffed. You know what? I feel like we're actually set up to be pretty aggressive. I normally was going to save Force Spike for a scary 4-drop, but we are going to go like Sky Diamond into Solemn into Dungeon Geist, or the other way around. Oh, yeah, or just into Bribery. That seems pretty good too. Coast, Solemn. And I want to see if I have a little green creature to search up. Not really. Let's get our second white. And we Bribery stealing something good. I guess I'll play on Mana Tithe. think that was in a core set one day. Woodland Bellower, Smashing Bronzodon, Silklash Spider. Whoa, they're going deep. Okay, so they have the big dude, and we are just going to deal with it. How do I deal with this? Silklash Spider is funny. Woodland Bellower is the most damage. Sublime Archangel is the scariest card overall. Because I'm just going to exile their dude when they attack. Don't get Nissa, because Nissa flips under their control. I could also take... Actually, Master of the Wild Hunt seems pretty nice. That just deals with everything they have. Because now I can start killing their mana elves. Yep, that happens. Make a beast thing. Play land, play Dungeon Geist. I guess I'll just kill this now. Because basically they have the opportunity to chump block, and then they would just like prevent 3 damage anyway. So I'm just forcing them to not be able to chump block in case they want the creature for something. Oh, okay. Didn't know that was a card. Let's quicken and see what we hit. Oh, we have Arcanus, okay. I don't, you can have whatever, that's fine. We're gonna swing out and then just try and exile their thing. Oh, we're just gonna play Arcanus. Arcanus is nasty. Because, like, if they want to spend 3 or 5 mana or whatever doing Soul of Zendikar stuff, they can. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Let's draw 3 cards. It's hard to imagine me losing from this position. I want to just play this big Sphinx. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll just play Mishra's Factory as 7. Sphinx of Uthun. And yeah, the deck is scary when I draw cards. I guess I don't need 18 lands because I have Sky Diamond and whatnot. Just checking if my opponent's saying GG. They're playing pretty slowly, but it's a complicated cube, so I totally understand. Alright, let's see what we hit. Okay, now they concede. See you guys next round. Oh, right, we're playing against 918 Civic. Yeah. What? I'll keep this one. As long as we're on the play, this hand is fine. On the draw, this hand would be, like, unbelievably slow. I forgot to sideboard lands out of my deck, but it is going to help me in this matchup. Or in this draw, at least, because I need to hit a 4th land. Ooh, Field of the Dead? You love to see it. Alright, deck. Just 1 land. That's all I ask. I also love whatever's going on over there. Alright, that counts as a land. I guess I could have held up double blue to bluff counter magic, but... Rada, Heart of Keld. Pretty sweet. Ooh. Do we get to go Gilded Lotus into Obstinate Baloth? Seems pretty good. And this is 6 mana. Thought Courier is fine. Toriel. Ooh, they got the combos. Thopter Spine Network. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going for max greed here. We can Cavalier if we hit... No, I could just do it. I don't have to max greed. Okay. Easy enough. I guess I'll put back Plains Sylvan Library, because now I can go land Thopter Spine Network. And I'm actually going to attack. That feels reasonable to me. Next turn, I think I may have messed up. I should have kept the forest, because now I cannot play Palaka Worm and the other one at the same turn. Whoa, I like this cat. That's a cool looking cat. Grim Lavamancer is hilariously bad against my deck. I mean, he's fine, right? You can like start like going face or whatever, but make a Thopter token. Okay, I do get Sylvan Library. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Let's play the Palaka Worm. Okay. They've had enough. Yeah, let's get rid of Forest for Arcanus. And I think Arcanus should just be in the deck. And then we run it like that. Their deck just seems based around smaller creatures. I think Force Spike's going to be insane here. Yeah, another aggressive Thopter Spine Network. This is basically the same hand as last time. Also, to everyone in my Discord who was telling me that Thopter Spine Network is too bad for Vintage Cube, you are correct, and I apologize. It's a cool card, but it is one... Have I been not recording this whole time? Oh no. I don't know what I missed. I don't know what happened to the recording. Hopefully you didn't miss too much, but we're playing it. I don't know where I am. We're playing against Field of the Dead person. We have Sphinx. We just got Agent of Treachery. I'm very sorry. I don't know what happened. We're gonna tap this down, and then hope that we can start killing my opponent next turn. Why did it stop recording? Okay, they buffed their team, so they're not going for. Well, they could just be trying to swing out and kill me. Yeah. All right, let's block this one because I don't actually want them getting that one back off Aether Spouts. I think they wanted to play the land before they did the Ajani thing. Blockworm's so good too. 2, 3, 4. I can Dungeon Geist and Aether Spouts. That seems relatively safe. I'm gonna tap down the mirror, hit them for 5. Because Ajani doesn't actually do anything currently because we're just gonna bounce all their creatures to hand. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. I think I just should tap Gilded Lotus because I'm so susceptible to that getting killed. And there's no reason for it, right? Because I could just play Dungeon Geist using Gilded Lotus. Give that one lifelink. They're still dead. Unless they have counter magic here, I guess. Nice. Alright, we win the match? That's right, that was game 2. Sorry if you missed game 1. I don't remember what I missed or not, but see you guys next round in the finals. Alright, we are here in the finals against Tremishin. Tell our opponent good luck, have fun. We're gonna go first. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand is just like infinitely better. I guess I get rid of the 7-drop. And I'm not gonna make the mistake of turn 1 Rupture Spire. It's so tempting because like the common wisdom or whatever is player tap land turn 1. I'm not gonna quicken either. There's a couple things we could hit that could be good. I think it might be just specifically Day of Judgment. Okay, Forest. Alright, I'll quicken. They're playing mono blue. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna quicken Day anytime soon. That's a lot of land. In the control matchup, that will be good. In any other matchup, we're in trouble. Okay. Say that. Okay. You know, the longer we just go land go, the better it is for me. And I will attempt to Gift of Paradise an island. Negate is acceptable, I guess. I do nothing. I don't feel like I want to tap out, but at the same time, I don't really know what they could have. So let's just do it. Yeah, they have Power Sink for 1. You hate to see it, but now we need to be a bit protective of this Sphinx of Uthun. Rain of Revelation. Draw 3, discard 1. Okay. I mean, they only have 2 mana open. There aren't that many 2 mana counters. Oh, they've only 1 mana open? It's specifically Force Spike now that they could have, and I'm not really going to play around Force Spike until I've seen it. Well, like, if I draw something that I can play around Force Spike with, I will play around Force Spike, but, like, yeah, we're just going to do this Sphinx thing. Yeah. Ooh, and it's all action. You love to see it. So Force Spike's pretty much worthless now that they know it exists, but the rest seems just really good. Alright, I'll take the big pile. That's a weird split, Claustrophobia, Force Spike. I mean, maybe they have all 7 drops as well, but like, then we're trading 7 drops, right? Then there's no risk, because I know they don't have Force Spike. Ooh, that's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna do Remove Soul versus everything. Yeah, they took Remove Soul. It's so good in this matchup. That makes sense. They bounced my dude. Okay, that's actually pretty bad, but anything I find that can target the Sphinx is fine. And they pretty much need to remove Soul my Dungeon Geist. So just do that. Yep, and they do have Force Spike in their deck, but they don't have it in play. Now we can play Solemn. Solemn gives me more blue. Maybe I should have gone green for the Lock Worm, but wow, they're super reactive. Understandable. Wow, that's ridiculous. Their deck is very good against mine. Disperse versus the world or dissipate. I can't really beat counter spells. Okay, so now they can counter another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can go 5-drop into 4-drop, but this is all pretty awkward. Let's go with Sylvan Library into Cavalier of Gales. I need another blue. Oh, they have 2. I think I'm just dead, actually. They have 2 counter spells. We can Suicide our Solemn. This is like the worst possible matchup for us though. Just like they have clones for our big dudes and then counter spells for them, so they like, yeah, probably dying. I'm trying to see what I could sideboard into. Because we do have Jolriel Sylvan Library, which is a combo if we can get down for like 2 mana. Okay, put those on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play the Sphinx. If they counter this, we die. But they don't even need to counter it. Actually, I'm just going to concede. Even if they don't counter it, I still die, and that just shows them more of my deck. Okay. I think I like bringing in her. And I like getting rid of... Obstinate Baloth feels pretty bad. Thopter Spy Network I do like against them. That's about it. Alright, let's see what we can do. This hand is really... Oh, I should have gotten rid of Day of Judgment. That does nothing. I want a mulligan. This hand's pretty good. We can keep and get rid of Claustrophobia. I just want all proactive stuff, right? We can like Mishra's Factory and just start attacking with that if we need to. The like 10 turn clock or whatever. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Their deck looks really slow. Very reactive. Based around clone effects. They have a Mind Stone, sure. I have an Aether Spouts. Yeah, let's attack. We'll see if this is enough. Next turn we can play Sky Diamond and then attack. Play Plains, Sky Diamond, attack. Hopefully they don't have any flash creatures. The question is, do I even play Solemn Simulacrum? Because like, they're just gonna clone it. Or have counter magic up. Oh, they have Bribery? That's disgusting. Alright, we're in trouble. Their deck is really sweet. It's what I was hoping to go for when I was drafting this initially, but I didn't see like any of the counter spells. But yeah, this is certified my worst possible matchup. That seems a bit greedy, doesn't it? Maybe they have something they need that mana for. I don't like this, whatever is happening though. Let's go Plains, Solemn. I guess I'm supposed to hold up blue, but I don't think they're playing on 4 Spike anyway. Oh, that makes more sense. Man, what a deck. This is like very frustrating. They can't like... Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Opponent's living the dream over here. Yeah, we're super dead, but we'll let them have a little bit of fun first. Is this a May? It's not a May ability? Wait, they could just die. Actually, that's my game plan. They're drawing 6 cards every single turn. They're just gonna deck themselves. Alright, well, I think, right? They die in 4 turns. I'm only taking 6. So they just... Okay. The biggest problem that I have is I can't really block anything. Because if I do block, they don't have the 3 requirements. But yeah, I think my game plan is make them deck themselves. I take 6. They draw 6. They obviously have counter magic in hand, so there's no point in doing anything. Okay, we're dead. Oh my gosh, their deck is sweet. Well, their deck is sweet when it's like playing against good decks. I'm just gonna have 6. My game plan, if they didn't have like specifically Chasm Skulker, I could stand a chance. I guess, wait, I can chump block Chasm Skulker, take 6 and fall to 9. But then I would need to like have another creature they don't kill for some reason. Look at all those cards that they're discarding. Just all action. Look at all of our cards. Okay, yeah. Chump block Chasm Skulker. And somehow deck them. This is a solid game plan, don't even worry. Or actually... No, there's no way anything resolves. I can't cast spells, basically. Actually, I might do this. Because it's not resolving, and if somehow I'm able to get them to tap out or to like run out of counter magic, I'm casting this not because I wanted to resolve, but because I want it countered, just to like reduce the chance of my opponent having anything. Because next they're gonna draw down to 8 cards in deck, then they draw for a turn down to 7. Yeah, I would need 2 turns. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. It was close though. 6 cards a turn is like a lot. Land, Cavalier of Gale's Power Sink. Hey, there's the Joriel. Then we die. GG's. It was close. It was very close, but yeah, they had the nut draw. That was one of the sweetest things I've seen so far, though. let's go back to the deck here. Gonna send me back, yeah. So overall, I mean, happy with this deck. We get the Longhorn Gift of Paradise. Look at those horns. Just look at that spread. That's glorious. I'm enjoying this cube a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. If you made it this far into the video, you're clearly enjoying the content. So if you want to help support me being able to make more content, there's 2 ways to do it. The first is free and very easy. Just following me on Instagram. You get, to see cool stuff like this cat made out of trees or this dog that's an island. Some very interesting or trippy videos like this one, which it's not for everybody. The other one is just going to my store. I sell art like the ones I've shown. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. You can shop the collections and see things like this. I'm selling t-shirts. And I would really appreciate it. Thank you.